Hey y'all, it's really cold outside, but I'm doing this Florida water underneath the full moon, the super full moon in Aries. Yeah, this month kind of got away from me, so I wasn't able to do it during the day, but I'm sure you guys have seen. Oh, hey Robin. That the full moon in Aries, like if you look outside your window and you look at the moon, it's like super bright right now, so that's really good energy. If anybody knows, like anybody who is in Aries or like any kind of lore about Aries, they're like super set in their ways, they're super about their business, they set boundaries, they get what they deserve, a lot of fire energy. So that's kind of what this full moon is surrounding, and it affects everybody differently. But for pretty much everyone, it's about seeing what you deserve, seeing and actually achieving it. So I'm going to use 9 different herbs this time. 9 is the number of like accepting change and new beginnings. So I figured it would be good for like just stepping into this power that people have, especially, as we're stepping into this new moon, or this full moon energy of the full moon in Aries. So I have, the first one is Rosemary. Rosemary is like about setting boundaries and being, strict with your boundaries, not faltering regardless of who they are. So that's going to be the first herb I put in there. Now, I'm not really making too much this time, so I'll just do like 3 things of rosemary. I also have some lavender. Lavender is also about, yes, the moon is really huge tonight. It's so beautiful. It's like the super moon. It's like the brightest moon of the entire year. It will be the brightest moon of the entire year. But yeah, then I have lavender. It's also good for setting boundaries, but it's also bringing in that sweetness and patience, as you do start to step into your power, which is needed because, sometimes it's kind of hard to stick up for yourself. So lavender, a lot of lavender. Then I have some cinnamon. Cinnamon is about financial prosperity. I'm trying to step into a season of financial prosperity and abundance. That's what I'm setting my boundaries with, not letting employers walk all over me and stuff like that. So cinnamon is also really good for protection. So I'll put that in there. And then orange peels and lemon peels to bring in just like ease and patience and abundance and sweetness, because you want your life to be a little bit sweet. Yes, we need that money, honey. They smell really good. These are like lemon peels. So lemon peels, just for sweetness. They smell sweet. Ooh. That's my dog. Sweetness. Orange peels. More sweetness. And it's just kind of like a traditional Florida water. Has orange peels and lemon peels in it. Lucky. So far, I've used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 herbs. I have 4 more. These are the orange peels. Usually, somebody asks me why my Florida waters always look different than other Florida waters, and that's because in other Florida waters they use essential oils, and I use the straight dried herbs. So it's the same thing. It's just I use real herbs. And it's so cold outside. Okay. So that's the cinnamon. Rose petals for self-love and abundance in other areas like with friendships, if you're having struggles like setting boundaries in friendships or familial relationships, or just setting boundaries with love in general, putting some of that in there too. Oh, I'm not even showing out the thing. This is the thing. This is the jar. This has put a lot of that, because you know family be testing your boundaries, so putting a lot of that in there. And y'all know I always put rose petals in here, because I always think it's so important to show love to yourself and to other people as you're changing, because you know it takes a lot of patience and love and prosperity and all that stuff to just change. It takes a lot of patience and love to change, like long term, because changing ain't easy for nobody. So we got that in there, rose petals. And then a traditional Florida water also has cloves in it, so I'm adding that in there since I'm using 9 herbs. And I usually always do 7 cloves, but I'm going to do 11 this time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Numerologically speaking, I know y'all have seen like 1111 or 111 and all that other stuff. That's just another form of manifestation. So putting that in there along with the 9 herbs just make sure that everything that we are, it's like solidifying everything. And then the last, I have 2 more. So I also have Mugwort, which I've really been like practicing with. It's a pretty cool herb. I think I mentioned it last time. It's good for setting boundaries. It's also good for financial prosperity, because I mentioned that's something I really am looking forward to. So financial prosperity. Mugwort. And it's also good for like stepping into your power too. I've learned, I haven't really worked that much with Mugwort except for like with the smudge sticks that we make. But I heard that it's good for like period cramps. And I also heard that it's good for kind of like if you have like psychic abilities, it helps you amplify those a little bit. So I'm definitely going to drink the tea someday. It smells like it'll be tasty. So we'll see. It smells like an earthy herb, kind of like mullein. But that's what I'm going to meditate on. I'm currently helping teach. I'm like a TA, a technical assistant for a herbalism class run by Sister Yaya with Soul Tribe Heals. And we have an assignment where we have to sit and meditate on an herb and like just kind of connect with it. So if you're like a nature lover and you walk outside and you can feel the plants talking to you or whatever, like that's what we're doing. Picking one plant, one herb, and like kind of sitting with it and seeing the energy that it holds. Because, you know, we're all connected to nature. So I got my more financial prosperity, and it's also good for abundance. It's also stepping into your power. So mugwort is really, really good. Herb is spelled like this. Mugwort is spelled just like it sounds. I recommend it for period cramps. If you suffer from period cramps or like any kind of hormonal imbalances, PCOS, anything like that, people said that this is the one. And then, last but not least, lemon balm. My friend, her name is Adisha Girl on Instagram. She is a local farmer in the DMV. She gave us a whole bunch of lemon balm, and we dried it out. And I'm crushing it, and I'm going to put it in here. The lemon balm is also good for like ease, prosperity, abundance, financial prosperity specifically. So, yep. I'm going to put this lemon balm in there too. And if you drink lemon balm tea, it's really good as an anxiolytic, which means it helps calm your anxiety. It's in the nerving category. It smells just like lemons. But it tastes a little earthy. It doesn't taste bitter. It's just a little earthy. But it's a really good tea, and it really does work. So if you suffer from anxiety, if you suffer from depression, if you suffer from overthinking, this is a really good herb to have. And it's in one of our teas. It's in our stability tea. There's butterfly pea flower, lemon balm, and some other herbs, but it's really good calming, grounding kind of tea. So now that we have all of our herbs in here, all 9 herbs, I shake it up a little bit. This looks so pretty. Look at all the colors. And I get vodka. It can be any 100 proof or higher alcohol. Some people use bourbon, and like more Afro-Caribbean traditions, they use like old granddad kind of rum. I just use vodka because it's easily accessible, and I can get a lot of it for cheap, whereas like the old granddad's kind of expensive and I don't get as much. But I get this bottle for like $40 at Total Wine. And you know, I just pour it in here. I shake it 30 times, and then I let it sit outside underneath the full moon until the next full moon, so for like 30 days or so. So I'm gonna just pour it in here. Some people put water with their Florida water. Yeah, so since the full moon is in Aries, it'll specifically affect those people who have a sun in Aries. It'll definitely be a lot stronger for them. But it kind of just depends. Like when they say like your astrology chart, like certain energies will like affect you more. So like I'm a Cancer. My sun is in Cancer, so Aries is not on my chart at all. Since it's not in my chart, it makes me realize like the things that I'm not doing. But if I'm in Aries, it'll make me realize the things that I am doing because it's my sun sign. It shows the light in me. But since there's no Aries in my chart, it kind of shows like the shadow self, the things I need to work on, and the motivation that I need to be who I want to be. So that's a good question. It does. So if you have Aries in your chart anywhere, in your big 3, your sun, your moon, or your ascending, man, you gotta have some powerful, powerful energy. No problem. And I always just kind of cover it just a little bit. But since the herbs are packed in here, I think I'm gonna put a little bit more. Yep, that's it. I don't have the top. I never have the top. I don't know where the top is. I'll find it. But yeah, this is Florida water, which is just a cologne. People use it for a variety of things. It'd be good to spray around your house. If you want to spray it around your house, you could put it in your bath water. If you like to take baths to meditate, you can use it to clean your house. If you want to use it for protection, because it has the cinnamon, the mugwort, and the cloves in there, really good for protection. So yeah, look out for it next month, November 20th-ish. I'll probably harvest it at the next full moon. But yeah, thanks for watching, and thank you for your questions, Robin. I love you, girl. Alrighty, good night, y'all. And I'm gonna post a video on how I made this and everything else. So good night.